Brown Bag Mornings Power 106.
Yeah.
I'm Rosecrans, Vic, and we are joined by the homies, Coyote and Osama.
Yeah. What up?
Welcome back.
Man, thank you for having us, man.
No, of course. We love having you up here. Obviously, we're, cool homies, but you guys are killing it right now. And also, people have been like in the comments, like, bring Coyotes up there. I'm like, we had them up there.
Yeah,
we had them up here. Yeah. So but it's always a good thing. It's one of those things of like, I like to hear that though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, okay, well, that just means we got to bring them back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To remind the people that we are tapped in.
Factual, man. Thanks for having us, man.
No,
I
of
always
course.
like when I see it too. I be egging them on and be like, yeah, they should have us back.
They should have us, even though they already had us. And I don't know. I guess we got like lazy fans or something. They want to fact check and go back and look at our history. But yeah, we were there. You just didn't tune in, motherfucker.
Yeah, I think it's also.
Oh, we could cuss today or what?
Yeah. We're not.
I think also it's the growth,
Yeah, right.
Little by little, the fan base has been growing. So a lot of like the new fan base isn't aware of what you guys have been doing. So bringing you back is always a pleasure. We got Zoe here too, who's been here as well.
Yeah, shouts out to Zoe, man.
No,
My dog right here.
I'm trying.
Yeah,
Sure.
and you guys are promoting the song Slang, which has been going viral everywhere.
Yes, sir.
As soon as like I seen it, I was like, fire.
Yeah.
Letty also, who's not here right now, but she was like,
What's up with that?
Nah.
She's recovering.
The Kobe Bryant, man.
Yeah, no. The cool part is that we'll have you guys back when she's here.
Yep.
As well, because and maybe we do like a freestyle again or something, something dope for the culture.
Yeah.
She really wanted you guys up here, because she's like, bro, this is like the shit we need to be pushing and stuff like that. She was so vocal and excited about having you guys on. But just talk to me about this song Slang, and all the traction it's been getting and like how it, is,
Shit. Well, initially we were at a barbecue at my brother's, and then we heard the Big L song came on, Ebonics.
Yeah.
And then we're just like, oh.
And then I had this marvelous idea. I was like, hey, you know what we should do? We should flip this into LA version.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm just playing, man. He started the song, he kicked it off and came up with the concept.
Stole it from your mind.
He just stole it.
I was trying to think, like, was it his idea?
He just gaslit you in real time.
I just try to take all the credit for it. Nah, but yeah, I heard the song. As soon as he sent it, I thought the same thing. Like, bro, this is fire as fuck. I didn't know how I was gonna like back that up after he did his thing, but out of nowhere, the words just started coming out and added fucking the legend Be Real, and then Zoe Osama was just the cherry on top and made that shit fire.
Yeah, my whole thing was when we made it, I'm like, damn, like initially I thought Be Real, just cause, I don't know, I'm a huge Be Real fan, right? And it just reminded me like of some shit that I would hear Cypress Hill on. So I was like that.
We knew about Zoe, but we never really tapped in or nothing.
Yeah.
And we have mutual relationships, and somehow it got across him, and we thought he was the perfect piece, and that's how it came out too. And it was fucking cherry on top, like I said. Like,
What did you think when you heard the song, Zoe?
I'm like, all right, hold on, hold my beer.
oh, mama,
Where you like, did you send it to the right zone? Like, you guys want me to rap on this?
Yeah, Sal had hit me up saying like, yeah, we got a song for you.
Yeah.
I'm like, send it to me.
Yeah.
I'm like, I got to get my bag real quick. So I'll listen to their verse. I'm like, well, they sliding on this. So I had to really rap. So I had to rap. It wasn't no club music, so I had to rap. But I'm used to doing it. But that's usually the music that I used to make.
That you used to make? Yeah.
But like the party music started working, so shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But
music.
you got that in you, and that's dope that you're able to like showcase that.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I just didn't want to change it too fast for my fan base. So when something work, you gotta stick that pocket until you locked in. Then you can go to what you usually do.
Right.
But shit, they helped me out. So it's good.
Yeah, and I like you in that pocket too, bro.
I did do good if I don't say so.
I'll get you in that pocket.
How do you think your audience received it? Like,
they fuck with it.
Yeah.
They were like, most people tell me you need to do more songs like this, and that kind of shocked me. I'm like, oh, okay, well y'all fuck with it then.
Yeah.
So now I can dabble in that area.
Yeah, two lanes.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
See what they like more, or you know what I'm saying. It also just like grows out your audience. You know what I'm saying? Because some people can listen to this song and never heard of Underrated.
Right, exactly. And it helped because it wasn't my song by myself. So, it been their fan base and my fan. It just helped. So, it helped me go into a different lane and people can actually listen to it and shit, they mess with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the reaction like when you got Be Real's verse back? Where you're like,
I'm like, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Legendary.
It was sick.
Legendary.
I had my doubts. I'm not gonna lie. Even though he's a legend, he's got all the accolades and all that.
Yeah.
Because I just felt like, man, me and bro really gassed this one. Like, is he gonna back it up? And then, you know, he did. He did.
And I think above all of it was like, damn, how many more words or slang words is there to cover?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
There's still a lot we didn't cover though. Like after we put it out, then you start thinking about
what were some that you like left out? You're like,
man, we left female out.
I left weirdo out. I didn't
We
say
left weirdo out.
I said
that's a one.
I'm like that was me.
But you had to say it.
Weirdo. Said through
You gotta say it right.
That's a lot of words, bro. You know what I'm saying?
For a lot of words, tortas. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like the easy ones is the ones you leave out because you're already thinking like deep, like
right.
Yeah.
Was that whistle in the song before you sent it to him or after? Because I feel like that whistle before
Be Real.
Yeah, Be Real. It's like that.
That's the signature.
I was like, oh shit, what's about to happen right now?
No, we added it before.
Yeah.
Initially, it was right after the hook, but then since we were gonna add a fourth person, we're like, all right, we can't have hella hooks, so we're like, all right, let's just combine my bro and Be Real's verse. So that was after, to try to figure out a smooth transition.
Yeah, that's just hard.
Because he never does like yes before his verse,
Right.
so it's just like he goes straight into it. So I was like, all right, we gotta do something.
lead it up.
Yeah.
Lead up to it.
He killed it, man. We got a whole project with Be Real 2 in the works.
What?
Man,
Be Real and Burner.
Yeah, Be
No
Real.
way.
Oh, that's amazing, man.
Yeah,
That's crazy. So you guys have already like spent a lot of time in the studio together.
We've never spent any time in the studio.
We
together.
like just send songs
send
over,
stuff.
but we've been planning on it, but just schedules ain't meshing, I guess.
I
But
get you.
Right.
you know, I like that process. It works for me because then I get to work at my time and my pace and stuff. But I'm definitely looking forward to actually locking in and doing.
I would want to
something in
be
the
like a
studio.
fly on the wall in that studio
Same.
session
Yeah,
when you
come
guys
on.
finally
We'll
get.
invite you.
You know what I'm saying? Get in there because I could just see like the ideas bouncing off of each other. I'm like, no, say like this. Put this flow on it. You know what I'm saying?
Even when they post like, yo, we need some people in the background, sometimes I'm like, I want to slide, man. I'm trying to slide and post up in the back.
Yeah, people be hitting us up, man. Because there's always people that DM us like, let me know about the videos. Let me know about the videos. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to see. None of those people that be like, let me know about the videos.
That's why I haven't hit you because I'm like, if I tell them, I'm gonna have to pull up. You know?
Yeah, you gotta go to. You've never been to a Yoti's video? Wow,
No, man.
Wow, I've been there.
Y'all videos.
I don't have that. I don't have that.
Crazy video.
Can't
Even
relate-
that day
can't
at the
relate
video
much.
when we shot Slang, like the energy was right. It was cool. We got rained on 10 minutes before Be Real showed up.
Oh, shit.
So soon as Be Real shows up, it starts fucking pouring. And it's like 9 a.m. So my grandma's still asleep in the house, and then Be Real comes in and wakes up my grandma, and I'm like, yo, this low key a flex. I just had Be Real wake my grandma. Who could say they did that?
Nobody.
That's legendary.
My abuelita's like rubbing her eyes.
Yeah.
Abuelita, this is Be Real. She's like, oh, mucho gusto. Flex right here.
Did he speak Spanish to her?
Yeah, he did. He did. Yeah.
Wow.
That video was shot at my grandma's house, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that liquor store, I pass by that all the time when I go to my grandma's house.
Yeah.
So
It's right there in
my
Hawthorne on Prairie.
dad's sister worked at that liquor store for years. For years.
Armida.
Mi tía Armida. Ever since growing up, I just remember her working at that liquor store. So it all came around full circle.
Yeah, talk about the video, the concept. I know you guys shot with Marmo.
Yeah,
right.
Marmo. So
that's the homie, man. Shout out him.
yeah, how do you know him?
We used to work with like the more of the underground scene with.
Sounds illegal. Sounds like they did illegal shit together.
Right. How you know him?
Tech Nine, Merge.
He's not my crimey, that's for sure.
Yeah, the underground LA scene and Tech Nine and them.
So the video, we kind of had a general idea. Typically, our shits are very like planned out. This time it wasn't. It was just kind of like, all right, we're gonna shoot at my grandma's house, and we're gonna wing it from there. And I'm gonna have an ice cream truck pull up. Well, I don't know who's gonna shoot in it yet.
Yeah.
It was kind of like we were just thinking on the fly, like as it was happening. We were coming up with the idea. So even at Meat Market, I wasn't planning on shooting there. It was just like, where can my shot be? I feel like I used all the dope ideas for these fools.
He did.
And I was like,
wait a
where's my
minute.
shot at? And then I was like, fuck it, the Meat Market. So we're just doing it on the fly. Initially, we wanted Zoe in the house with my grandma, like just around Mexicans and just Zoe right there. But you know, it was all like timing too. He was on a time crunch, to be real, so it was
working around the rain too.
Put him in the ice cream truck.
Yeah, I put him in the ice cream truck. Oh, it ended up being hard, man.
That's fire.
Yeah.
Can we talk about how Zoe loves the Mexican shit?
Yeah.
Because we saw you at Brown Bag Live this Saturday.
That's man, come on, man. I'm from LA.
When Zoe pulls up, he wants the tequila bottle off the brick.
When I was DJing, all I hear in the background is
Oh, really?
laughing.
The headphones came out. But yeah, you know that I grew up.
Yeah. You know what? You know, because
one of my best friends growing up, it was him and his sister is Rosita and Herbie.
Okay.
And I used to, play with them all day. Their mom used to cook me food and everything.
Yeah.
So
that's amazing.
Because I saw him going up when Chocolate Uno was dancing.
Me and Zoe were dying together.
That's just crazy. So,
we gotta get that fool in the video. Chocolate.
Definitely.
Chocolate
latte.
We can help line that up.
He was killing it.
He was.
Man, motherfucker good.
I almost forgot he was black.
He might have too.
I think he did too.
Nah, but he started getting like booked to like the Spanish song, popping. I was like,
I was like, look, the black's coming out.
Now, when he did like the zapateada into a moonwalk, I lost my mind. I was like, how?
Damn, I missed
Yeah, he moonwalked.
Yes, bro, he moonwalked.
Yeah, it came out. He couldn't help it.
But yeah, bro, like the whole black and brown stuff has been long overdue in LA, and again, it's happening in real time. And me and my brother, we always want to do our part to incorporate. Yeah. Also for Slang, we need to incorporate the black perspective.
100%.
Also, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's important.
Because you can't talk about LA on either side without mentioning both
right,
parts.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
And especially like where we grew up, Yotes, is like the South Bay is so diverse. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you don't just grow up around only Mexicans. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like you guys have like that perfect kind of like balance too, just to yourselves, how you carry yourselves. It's like, bro, like we don't just go to school like that. Like it's not just like, because I lived in the South Bay, then I moved to Downey. Downey was like all Mexicans, but in the South Bay it was way different. It was a melting pot to this day. You know what I'm saying?
That's how I feel for us. When we went to Lenox, like we went to Moffitt, that's where it was all Mexicans.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
And then we moved to Mexico. Then we landed in Hawthorne, and then that's when we're
Hawthorne's
like,
super diverse.
Yeah, that's when I realized I was other.
Hawthorne. So, no parking for anybody.
Yeah, exactly.
Never no parking. That's where all the single baby mamas be at.
Hey, that's crazy because that's never mind.
Please do say.
Somebody might be watching this. Never mind. You're doing a good job.
Hawthorne's like the melting pot. It's like because you got the hoods and then you got the nice areas right here surrounding it. So it's like the middle ground for all of it. And we always say our style is like a mixture of like cholo culture, hip hop culture, and skateboarding culture. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because that's kind of Hawthorne is that. You know, you kind of get influenced by all of it.
So many cholo skateboarders
for sure.
Yeah. Like, growing up, you just like one guy's like riding a skateboard one day, the next day he's a cholo, full man, but he still knows how to skate.
It happens,
exactly.
Yeah, it still can skate.
Yeah, and black skaters too, man. Like I feel growing up, even there, like I remember I was like motherfuckers try to fuck with me because I started skateboarding. I wasn't good. They were right.
I wasn't good.
But I was just like I was introduced to this new thing. I was like, I wanna partake in it. You know what I'm saying? But that's when I realized, nah, that's not
got
for me,
two
man.
left feet.
Yeah, I don't got no balance for that.
I feel you, bro.
Shit.
I broke my hand skating like a ramp for the first time. I was like, check it out.
Yeah, I couldn't even ollie, bro. I never learned to ollie.
Me either. I fell one time. It was a rap. Like, nah, it's not for me. It's not for me.
So, Vic, you're wearing a Chromacopia sweater, Tyler Craig.
Yeah.
Tell me, he's also from Hawthorne. Tell me about like if he's been an inspiration to you, and especially now, like recently got in his rapping bag with like over the Hey Now freestyle. Tell me about that.
Right.
He's always inspired me from afar. Because you know we grew up in the same area. I think my brother went to school with him for a little bit. And actually,
Dana or what?
Dana and Hawthorne.
Oh wow.
Our first show ever when we first became rappers, we were still in high school. We threw a backyard show in Hawthorne, and that's when I first met Tyler. Tyler went to the show.
Was he going by Ace?
I don't know. I just
like Blockshead,
like Ace the Creator, all that stuff. Yeah, that.
And then the cops came, shut it down. We literally put a stage in a backyard, and we weren't even ready to perform. Like we were probably trash, but the homies climbing the fucking roof and shit, doing crazy shit. Then the cops came, and I saw a cipher popping off on the side, and that's when I saw Tyler like kicking bars, and he was fucking hilarious. And then the cops came, shut it down. Then I remember going outside and I was like, what up, man? Like, we should go like to a garage and rap.
Yeah.
And then like a car full of bitches came like, what up, Vic? Da-da-da. And I was like, man, I'll see you when I see you, bro.
The bitches are here.
Next thing you know, he was out of here.
So for a long time, it haunted me because. So I was kind of probably hating at first.
Yeah.
You know, because like,
Yeah,
man,
we kind of had his picture on the wall in the studio, like we're picking up, like throwing darts at that shit.
If it wasn't for those group of bitches.
I don't even know if he remembers that story.
Yeah.
I think visually, Tyler's probably the GOAT, the best when it comes to like aesthetics and just like his videos are always fucking amazing to me. So we always strive to shoot to that level, even though they might fall short to some people's opinions. But like that's the type of level visually we try to like aim for.
I think you guys do an amazing job with like the reels.
Yeah,
thank you, man.
You know, it's amazing to see like the quality one, and then even like the simple concepts that you guys come up with that make it feel so organic, including like the family and the kids. So talk about that. Like, how do you guys come up with those ideas?
We just take real life.
Pretty much those situations just happen and just capture it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Those moments are supposed to be for us, but fuck it, let's exploit it.
Does the fam ever like
let's use it to our benefit?
Hey, does the family ever like, oh, here we go again? I was just trying to eat.
That's why,
We're gonna get rich. Yeah, shut up.
Just do it.
Our cousin, our prima, just had her 40th birthday, and it's like about her. You know, everybody's celebrating her. This motherfucker's like, nah, I'm bringing the camera. Man.
We gotta get this.
He's like, you sure you don't want to shoot one? I was like, nah, I'm gonna sit this one out. But he's like, nah, fuck that. We're gonna record. We're gonna.
But I'm sure at this point they're used to it because you guys have been rappers since you were teens, right? So it's like at this point they're like, okay, ahí está Ricardo y Victor. Like,
but we didn't tell nobody and we didn't disturb the party.
Surprise!
Right. So the whole party's still going on, which that's what I like because you capture what's really happening.
Was that the one where Ricky was in a suit?
Oh, no, that was my cousin's wedding.
That was my cousin's wedding.
How many times you do this shit?
It's because they're free sets, so it's like
it costs for extras, right?
Man, if we were to pay for that set, it's gonna cost a lot of money. That's fucking you.
That's smart. Hey, y'all ghetto. I love it.
We always kind of pre-plan it just in case. Like I'll just like that day, I was like, "Fool, have a verse ready just in case."
Yeah.
And then I saw the perfect set. I'm like, right here. He put on the earbud. Everyone dancing. I just saw my phone. Nobody even knew.
I just started dying laughing at the thought of like, hey, it's grandma's 80th birthday. Get a verse.
Get a verse.
Bring the camera.
Get a verse.
Don't be surprised.
Get a verse.
I'm telling you, the family's.
Is there a line? Is there a line you won't cross?
It might be a funeral. Fuck.
Get a verse.
That's what I was gonna ask.
Hey, you know, granddad just died, but it's a dope set.
He's like, hey, look, when I go and throw the flowers, I'm gonna start rapping.
We're gonna do this song. It's called "Dead to Me." All right, everybody.
Oh, you have a song about your dead homies.
This one's gonna be called "Dead Homies."
Everybody's crying and shit. You over there rapping. You're
That's crazy.
You're sad
crazy work. Crazy work.
Yeah, you capture that real moment. You actually shed a tear.
That'd be great.
Somebody really died. That's why.
That would be great content.
Oh my god.
There is no line. We've gotten calls before.
Get a verse.
We tell a story that probably shouldn't be told.
Yeah.
That, you know, it's a little too detailed. I'll get a call from my tia crying like, what the fuck are you thinking? Like, and it's like, hey, like, I'm an artist. Like, anybody's story's up for grabs. You can't take my personal experience with my whoever, my uncle or this. You can't take that from me, and I'm gonna express it however I want.
Yeah.
Right.
We get those calls all the time. Like, your story's up for grabs. Your story, what you do around me?
Nothing you can do about it.
Watch what you do about me.
When they walk in, the family's like,
They're coming.
That's funny. People started treating me different once like the radio stuff started happening because it gets back to them. You know what I'm saying? We'll say stuff and then all of a sudden like, were you talking about me? Like, was that homie helpline about me? And I'm like, no, bro. Like, the world doesn't revolve around you, tia. All right?
One time though, I remember we were kicking it, and then I guess the next day you said like, oh, I was with the Coyotes, and I think it was Duno's Red Bull thing. Remember we kicked it after?
Oh yeah.
And then my girl's like, oh, I heard Vic, and he was talking about he was hanging out with you. I'm like, oh yeah. Like, all right.
What'd he say?
Thank God we didn't go anywhere.
I thought you were at the studio.
All of a sudden.
Hey, cut this part of the interview, guys.
Nah, leave it.
Nah, I'm just playing. Nah, you know, we just saying that we're chilling, drinking, shots and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Which we were.
Yeah, we didn't go anywhere.
Which we were.
You were supposed to be at the studio.
I was supposed to be at the studio. Like, oh, you were hanging out with Vic, huh? I was like, he was at the studio.
It'd be like that. But I mean, like you said, it's real life. It's like you gotta use your real life inspiration
for sure.
Yeah, got to.
At the end of the day,
or don't do this.
Exactly.
Or don't do this.
So what else do you guys have coming? You guys just dropped the single Slang. What else is coming after?
We got the next single is gonna be Running Off Fades with Ab Soul.
Soul Burger.
Yep. Python P produced it.
Fire. Shout out Python.
That one we're just gassing. Like, we just want to show people, like, people probably already know that we can rap our ass off, but you know, Soul's considered an elite.
Oh yeah,
rap lyrics.
Yeah, he's sick.
Sure.
Yeah,
Man, him just
we're
did
in
a
there
song
sparring.
Sparring. I want to hear that.
Yeah, I'll send it to you.
Yeah,
oh, you got some shit with Soul
he
too?
just sent me some.
Hell
he just did
man.
one.
I love that he's like getting back out there. You know what I'm saying? Being more like social with the newer artists, embracing them.
Yeah, man. And that video shoot too. We shot a video for it as well, and the energy was dope. You know what I'm saying? And just like picking Absol's brain, and it was a good time for sure. I'm excited to put that shit out.
Did he know you were filming the video?
No, he has no idea to this day. He's like, what the hell did I shoot this?
Hey, a music video is being filmed right now. We don't even know it.
I'm really performing a reel right here.
Motherfuckers got body cams, or they got the Ray-Ban glasses.
Ray-Ban Metas.
Whole time.
Yeah, it goes back to what we were saying. He didn't even know we were shooting a video. He was just kicking it.
Hey, he was down with all our fucking ideas though. We had a fucking car doing donuts behind him.
Sick.
At one point, it comes like this close to him.
Yeah, he
like,
almost got clipped.
Damn.
But he's like, man, I can't even die if I tried. I was like,
if I tried, it's crazy.
So
Make sure that car gets close.
It turned left real fast. I can't die if I tried.
Couldn't do it if I tried.
Because we were gonna go get him because it got real close. He's like, don't you dare. He's like, don't dare get me. Yeah.
Yo.
I thought he was gonna be on one of those reels, you know, when they do the fucking takeovers.
Yeah.
And then fools get close.
And it would have been y'all
It would
fault.
have been Absol, and I was like, nah, I'll try to go in there and reach out for him. He was like, don't you dare grab me.
So would have been on the ground. They would have been like, shoot now.
Shoot now.
Keep rolling.
Get a verse.
Get a verse in.
Get a verse.
That's the real right
Get a
there.
verse.
Nah, but it just so happens like everybody we've been collabing with, it's like we're on the same wavelength. Even though we didn't know him, like, but we met, and it was like
we felt like we known this motherfucker for years.
Yeah.
Like,
In spirit.
Yeah, we known each other. And Soul, same thing. Like, he stayed the full day. He was only gonna give us a couple hours, and he stayed till like fucking 9.
Because he was enjoying himself, kicking it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And again, we spoke the same language.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
He's
saying?
from the South Bay too. It's like
So you know, it's been great, bro. And Yotilandia, that's the album.
Yotilandia.
These singles are for.
Amazing.
So it should be dropping probably in a couple months, depending on when we shoot. When we drop this, and then we got a video with Paul Wall too, waiting on that motherfucker.
Oh, that's dope as fuck.
And then probably the album will drop after that.
You gotta film Yotilandia, Picolandia. Have you been there yet?
Where's that at?
In Pico Rivera?
Pico Rivera.
All the Mexicans.
That's where you get
like-
Chocolate Uno to dance.
Yeah, that's where Chocolate Uno kicks it.
All the time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, the
fire.
zapateadas and the banda and shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
You said, what,
Okay,
Pico
okay.
Union, you said?
No.
Pico Rivera.
Pico Rivera.
Pico Rivera. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check it out. I've never even heard of it.
Oh,
Really?
you go crazy with the reels.
Clean out there.
Really? It's not.
It's super
Haripeo
paisa.
vibes. It's like Haripeo vibes.
Oh, fire. I like vibes like that. Like, we went to where we shoot Chingasu at.
That was Olvera Street.
Yeah, that was Olvera Street. They tried to kick us out the whole time.
Yeah. There's a fucking security guard there taking his job way too serious. He kept following us. Permits. And I'm like, I got the permit. Wait, I'm going to get in the car after the shot.
After the shot.
We finished the shot.
Permits.
Where's the permit? We're
going.
going to get it right now. You're disturbing. The faster we get this done, the faster we out of here. As soon as we finish, where's the permit? Fuck you. We out of here.
That's how it goes, man.
That's dope. Okay,
Yes, sir.
Yotilandia, the album. I'm excited for that because I loved LA Aliens. That was
Yeah, thank you,
incredible,
man.
bro. The storytelling, the song, it's escaping me like the title, but when it was like the like you talking to God, and then the next song was you talking
that
to
was
the devil.
wild.
Bro,
Yeah.
that shit blew my mind.
Yeah,
Crazy
thank you, man.
concept.
Yeah, it's for those type of songs. You know, hip hop, as much positive as it is, there's a lot of bullshit in it.
Yeah.
And I feel like we indulge in both sides of it. So it was kind of us like to me at least, holding myself accountable. Like, nah, you do the work of the devil too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't hide away from what you do. Like, and it's just like acknowledging, because through acknowledging, you could at least try to change. Like, all right, well, I got to make a conscious effort to.
Acknowledging the hypocrisy and stuff like that. It was important to me because it's like, it's like none of us are holier than thou. We all try to our best, but it's like we'd be doing some bullshit.
Exactly.
For sure.
You hit it right on the money, bro. So that was us kind of just putting that in art form.
Yeah.
And visually, I think that's one of our best videos to date, the Devil's Contract one.
Devil's Contract, there it goes.
Well, you can't have the good without the bad either, you know? So it's all about a balance. So once you're able to see, like he said earlier, there's no good without bad. So nobody's perfect.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I played that song for the homie Six, who hadn't heard of y'all at the time, and he was like, bro, this shit is fire.
Yeah.
And to me, it was like almost like hearing that gave me like flashbacks to like when I first heard Immortal Technique, Dance with the Devil, because it was like, whoa, like mind blowing. So it's like I want to hear more shit like that personally.
Sure.
You know, on the project, you know, include one of those for me, please.
This one is more. I'll let y'all hear. Y'all hear it. It's more like in the slang world. I don't even want to say it's in that world, but I don't even know. There's like underlining anarchy in this album.
End of the world.
Okay.
Not too political, but there's a little bit of politicalness in there.
Yeah.
But a lot of bars, a lot of ignorance.
Yeah. Relatability too. I think on L Aliens, a lot of our videos were overly creative for the fucking the realm that we're in right now.
Right.
Yeah.
Some of them didn't hit, so we're trying to bring like creativity, but with being relatable
Right.
at the same time.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? That's the move this time around.
No,
but I think Devil's Contract, though, was a slow burner. That shit's still one of our most streamed songs.
It is?
Like, it's like continues to go
It
up.
should, because you want to like, it's like you go on a ride like while listening to it. You're like, damn, okay, shit. Oh.
Yeah.
I feel like it's one of those songs where once you see the visual and then you hear the song, you instantly think of the visual. So it just clicks, and then your mind just kind of goes with it, you know?
Exactly. Yeah. People like the devil one more than the God one. That shows a lot about society.
No, I think it was just the beat.
I mean, shit, I like the devil one too. I just think that the penmanship in that, we just caught a different type of bag, and that one's still one of my favorite songs to this day.
And it's spookier.
Right.
For sure.
It is. Thinking about yourself like,
damn,
I could be doing the devil's.
I don't want to listen to that song in the dark. For sure. At all.
Or like two-turn. What's going on?
But yeah, man. Slang out now, though. Slang on right now, you know what I'm saying?
No, and then honestly, man, just salute to you guys. I feel like we've never been like too cool to like recently, but I remember seeing you guys like coming up with like BAMs back in the day. You guys had different names. I probably have photos of you guys from like when I used to shoot with him back in the day.
I never knew that.
It's dope to see like the growth, man.
Yeah, dope, man.
Sure.
Fuck yeah. I didn't know that either, man.
Yeah, bro. I used to work at Bodega BAMs all the time.
Shout out to BAMs,
every time you came to LA. And I know you guys used to kind of be around and like open up.
Sure.
And so it's dope to see the journey and where you are.
Salute to BAMs. I saw he like gave his life to God recently. I saw how Poston did it recently.
Yeah, I just recently seen that he's gonna do another album. So I'm curious to see how that's gonna sound, because I always thought BAMs was a dope ass spitter.
Yeah.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So that's dope to see him get back in his rapper bag.
Yeah, he was an animal. That motherfucker was a beast, man.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to BAMs,
No, for sure. Are there any other artists that you guys want to work with? You guys have worked with Shaq, now Be Real, Absol is like, anybody else you guys?
Who's next?
Osama.
Shit, Kendrick Lamar.
Doechii.
Yeah, guys speaking into this.
Doechii.
Crazy.
That'd be sick.
Brent
Tyler, the
Fires.
creator.
Okay, yeah, Tyler would be crazy.
This will Be Real just said he's pulling up in 1 minute.
Oh, it's lit. All right, it's lit.
Question.
I'm here.
If you guys could walk out any wrestler, who are you picking?
Come on, that's an easy one. Stone Cold.
I'm picking.
Gonna say something about your shirt with Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah,
and that used to be my favorite wrestler. Light still. I mean, that's still my.
Dead or alive.
That's still my slang.
If Eddie
That's
Guerrero
still
was
my
alive, I'd probably pick Eddie Guerrero just to do
that
it
used to be my
for the
favorite wrestler
culture.
for sure.
What about now?
Do you guys keep up with wrestling now or not?
Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio.
Who would I pick now?
Legend.
I don't know.
Logan Paul, fuck it.
Logan Paul. He a wrestler? I didn't know that.
He's good.
He's actually really good, bro.
I'm about to look. I didn't know. I did not.
Nah, he's actually really good.
He's fucking good.
He's annoyingly good. Like it's like, how the fuck are you that good, bro?
They do everything.
Yeah, they do everything.
Shit,
Yeah.
like, he's better than most wrestlers to ever do it.
And he's only part time. That shit don't make no sense.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I'm here when I could be here. It's like, fuck it.
Yeah.
But he don't have the chops.
That's what it is.
Not
on
yet.
the, on the mic.
What's The Rock's cousin's name?
Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns. I don't know why
Crazy.
I did that. I fuck
That'd
with
be
Roman
hard.
Reigns.
The
That's
Rock
right.
too. You can't play with The Rock, man. He still got the chops.
Do he still wrestle?
I think.
Once in a while.
Whenever you feel like
It don't hit the same.
Nah, he
Right.
wrestled last WrestleMania. He looked kind of slow.
Yeah,
He was doing his best, but you know what I'm saying?
That used to be my favorite wrestler too.
But The Rock can pop his shit though.
Oh yeah.
When
Yeah.
he came back, he was like bringing that attitude era back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because he's a beast on the mic for sure. He's probably
Jabroni.
he's probably number one if you ask me.
Yeah, to talk shit
on
for
the
sure.
mic,
With the slogans
For sure.
and the shit talking,
Yeah.
Rock might be up there with Ric Flair.
Him, Ric Flair, Stone Cold.
And Stone Cold,
Yeah,
yeah.
for sure.
The top three. Shawn Michaels never had like the super chops on the mic.
Not really,
Nah.
but he just had that swag.
And
Like,
the
when he
branding.
walked out.
The
Randy was
antics. He was
crazy.
like he started the Attitude Era. I don't
Yeah.
care what nobody
Yeah.
says.
Yep.
Him and Triple H, like,
Yeah.
because he was really that. Like,
Yeah.
nobody liked him. He was a drug addict.
Yeah.
That turned left. That turned left.
No, he was.
He was
So when
nobody
you see
liked
him
was a
act
drug
like
addict.
that was really him. That's why it
Yeah.
was so dope. Now, like when he came back and he was a good person, he wasn't the same.
No, I don't hit the
Like,
same.
You gotta be off the shit.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah, you got to. Go to the bathroom real quick.
Life with that, man.
Get it together.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Y'all going to WrestleMania?
I want to.
Hopefully.
Let's go, man.
I want to.
Man.
Let's
Y'all
do
got
it.
the plug or what? Man?
The whole time, man, he was setting it up. The whole time you
You know I
going?
do. You know I do.
How cool are we, dog?
We'll pull up with you.
That would be cool. Bring the championship belts. We'll do it. Yeah.
Yeah, low key, I was telling Vic, I was like, hey, bro, I know you got a son, bro. You got to take me.
Yeah, he did do that. He did. He's like, he's not even old enough to enjoy it. I was like, bro, what you
I
mean?
know you got a son, but you got
You got
to
to
take
take me, bro. Come on.
You're not even
No.
gonna remember it.
Dead ass. Yes. I went to the Netflix premiere January 6th. That shit was lit.
Yeah.
That shit was so dope.
I heard
I think
Undertaker
to it.
came out.
Undertaker came out. Hulk Hogan got booed out the building.
Nice.
Excellent.
Yeah, The Rock was there. Yeah, it was lit.
Fuck Hulk Hogan. I just had a bar like native, because we Native American. I'm like native, so I'm more American than Hulk Hogan, bitch.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
that's the
Jeez.
truth. Like, we
Yeah.
really more American than half of these bozos that
That's true.
be trying to claim that
That's
we
true.
not this. Like, nah,
Yeah.
we're this
Facts.
for real.
I like when you guys do get like semi-political. Like it doesn't go into like politics, but
Right.
just kind of like pointing out injustices and shit like that. It's super dope and even empowering. Like you guys performed the acapella verse, on stage
Yeah.
at the Brown Bag Live show,
sure.
and you said the lyrics of like I'm a wetback, I'm a beaner, I'm
Yeah.
this, and like it was just like, but it was like an empowering way. Can you like repeat the lyrics and like
what I say, the whole verse or what? Or that
just
part?
like the ending?
Say the whole verse,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, say the whole verse.
Get a verse.
Yeah.
Get a verse.
My father was born in the era when green cards wasn't gave to the Mexicans at Whole Foods buying fruit to better my health. But they looking at me like I probably picked them cherries myself. But don't feel bad for my people. They call us wetbacks illegals. We crossed the Rio Grande to claim the land they stole from my people. Cause we've been forced to believe we bottom feeders and thieves. But the truth is that we're native to the land of the free. But ain't no brainwashing me. My dad was raised in the streets. He learned to build a house from scratch but never learned how to read. And then my grandma, my daughter, she was like 8 when she brought her. Escaped the murder and slaughter to get some shelter and water. And now I'm first generation, product of immigration. I'm a wetback, I'm a beaner, I'm an illegal alien. So what?
That's
It's
sick.
like pretty-
That's sick.
That's
sick.
bro.
We got clap.
I wrote that.
Yeah.
I wrote that. He's gaslighting the whole. I wrote that.
I wrote that.
I wrote that shit, man.
It's just like
Fucking
speaking
Rick.
our experience.
Yeah.
Like
That was dope.
we always talk
Yeah.
how black people have done a great job in this country, like really like letting their story be told and like and they pretty much molded American culture was black
Yep.
Americans.
Yep.
And I feel like our story's always been in the background. Like
Yeah.
we've been here the whole time, but you look in the history book, we're not there. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yep.
We're not there.
That is crazy.
And it's
That's
like
crazy.
as a kid you kind of grow up like we're so tapped in with Mexican culture though that you find solace there, but when you look in American
Going to
culture
school.
you feel like what the fuck,
left
like
out.
where's But when you do the history, it's like we've been here. Like this place is called Los Angeles. Like this was Mexico. Like before the Spaniards came, we were Native Americans. Like the Aztecs, the Mayans. Those are just different tribes. But we got the same bloodline as the Apaches and the Cherokees or whatever. It's just different regions. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of just telling our experience and putting our culture, which is Mexican American culture, in the forefront and bringing that to hip hop culture. Just to like we ain't satisfied with just being in the background and playing the cut no more. Like fuck that shit. Like we've been here, and we could box at any sport at any level. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of what we represent.
That's kind of like what the essence of Yotilandia is in a nutshell of what you're gonna hear in that album.
Now we are joined by a living legend. Be real.
Thank you,
my guy. So happy you're here. Obviously, we're promoting the new song Slang, the Coyotes, Osama, and yourself. We were just talking to them about the song itself, the slang, the concept, and everything. Just talk to me about like your point of view on the verse and just like Coyotes and Zoe in general.
I mean, everybody put it together just incredibly well. You know what I mean? We all come from different neighborhoods, and we all grew up here in Southern California in various neighborhoods and whatnot. And some of us use the same type of slang. And I thought them keying in on what Big L had done back in the day and flipping it to the West Coast flavor of it, I thought that was genius. So when they hit me up to do it, I mean, I've been around a long time, so I know what's popping out here, you know what I mean? And the slang we've used in the past and what we're using now. So it just made sense to me, and it just gave us a platform to create a canvas for the West Coast, and everybody killed it, you know what I mean? So
that's fire. Did you have to look up any of the words they use? Like, what the hell is this?
I grew up to all that.
They said that they were mad that they like forgot a couple of the words. They were like, I didn't use firme, I didn't use torta, I didn't use this, I didn't use that. Was there any words that after you like sent the verse out and the song is out, you're like, oh shit, I should have used this word?
I mean, in retrospect, you always look back and say, oh man, I could have use this or that, you know what I mean? But because there's so many slang terms we use out here, things that we know and have used forever, and things we make up on the spot.
Right.
Sure. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're all very proficial like that. You know what I'm saying? Professional and official.
There we go. Proficial.
There's a new one for you. Write
it down. That's in Slang Part 2.
Slang Part 2.
Proficial.
Also, just wanted to know your kind of outlook on, obviously you're one of the OG pioneers of Latinos in hip hop, and now to see people like the Yotis, and now you have other people like Peso, Lefty Gunplay, appearing on Kendrick's album, which is like crossing over into the urban side. It was something that you did, at the beginning of your career. Talk to me about just that, how you feel about all that.
Well, it's great that it's still happening. And seeing artists getting down with each other in this vein, especially Black and Brown, because a lot of us grew up together out here. Some of us grew up separate, obviously, but a lot of people don't know the stories of Latinos growing up in Black neighborhoods and Black kids growing up in Latino neighborhoods and all that, and we flipped together. You just don't hear about it enough, and these songs sort of put that bridge together for folks, you know what I mean? And the fact that we're all on this together. They brought me as in the old school, and they represent the new school, and Zoe and myself, completely different neighborhoods, and we're all rocking as one, showing how we can all be united and kick these songs right in the ass for people, and represent our coast well and represent ourselves well, and man, it just needs to keep going. Talent recognizes other talent, real recognize real, and each one teach one, and so on and so forth. So when I come across artists that I get down with, I don't hesitate when they call me and ask me and say, hey, I got an idea for a song, let's go. And that's what it's about, man. And I think you see more people open to that these days with each other, no matter where you were from, who you grew up with, who you banged with, or whatever. More people are working together than ever before on the West 100%. Coast. We're all very much to our own kingdoms, our own cliques, and now you see this exchange within vibes and that's important, man. And I love it. And I'm glad that they hit me up for this. And, you know, again, everybody flipped their shit. Excuse me, sorry. I've been doing podcasting too long. I'm sorry.
You're good. We're not live.
I don't think we're live. So.
They don't get us live.
I'm always live.
Last time we were live, we were cussing and shit. Letty was just looking at my brother like this the whole time.
Literally the first thing she said, no cursing. I'm 2 words in. Shit, fuck. Yeah, I'm not coming up here again.
Oh, man. I've been there.
B-Real, I wanted to know, like, when did you first discover the Yotes? Or, like, when did they first come across your radar? And did you think, like, damn, like, they remind me of a younger us? Or would any of those things, like, come to mind?
Well, people had been telling me about them, like, hey, man, you got to hear these guys.
Yeah.
And, you know, I heard it from a few different places because they know I love that real hip hop vibe. You know what I mean? I listen to everything though. Like that is a misconception about some of us in the gold school era.
Gold school. I like that.
Is that we only listen to our shit, and that's not true. We listen to everybody. You know what I mean? And some shit is cool, and some is stank. We know this, but that's been since day one. From old school, gold school, and now. You know what I'm saying? So I had been hearing about them, so I put my ears to it, and I was like, damn, they do spit bars, and they got concepts and they got styles. It reminded me of when I heard Psycho Realm for the first time. And, you know, like they had that kind of flip, and I thought, man, I could get down with these dudes. And lo and behold, the call came. We got this song, and the minute I heard the beat, I was like, oh hell yeah! And I could see that they were students of the game, and you know, from their bar flipping to the concepts, and that they very are much aware of the songs they're trying to do and the concepts they're trying out and pushing the envelopes in these concepts. And I get down with that. That's one of the things that has always been my favorite thing in hip hop. When someone tells a compelling story or the idea is just remarkable. And for me, like all the shit I'd been hearing from them was remarkable.
Yeah, we were just talking about like Devil's Contract. If you heard that song, we were like, incredible.
Yeah.
It's like that's the type of stuff that like the OG like backpack hip hopper in me that's like, oh fuck, I love that shit.
Yeah, you know, on their new album, you know, I got down with that. I listened to it on day one when it dropped, and for me, you know, every album you're gonna listen to, there might be 1 or 2 skips, and I didn't hear that from them. In my opinion, you know, everybody got their own, but and that says a lot.
Yeah,
and I'll tell you what, man. They put me on a track with my man Zoe, and we were talking about doing some shit.
I tried.
Had you heard Zoe's music? Had you heard Underrated?
Yeah, for sure. And he had come on the Dr. Green Thumb show.
Yeah. I was high as hell. When I was trying to act like I wasn't high, I'm like, I smoked.
I thought I was gonna die when I was.
I forgot how to walk and all type of shit.
We had talked about possibly doing something, but you know, the artists talk about crazy shit like this all the time, and it doesn't really happen. And my brother's right here put us together, and the dynamic of our 4 voices just popped off on that Slang song just so hard, you know what I mean? And so thank you guys.
Thank you for being a part of it, bro, for real. Like,
did you were you surprised by like him being able to just get in that bag? Because Underrated is West Coast party turn up, you know what I'm saying?
No, I wasn't surprised, man, because everybody been doing this for quite some time, and everybody in their bag, in their lane, is at top level. So I was not questioning any of it. I was like, let's go. And, you know, because when they'd send me the song, I hadn't heard Zoe's verse on it yet. And when they sent it back for me, like for the video to like, you know, learn the verse again, I heard Zoe's verse on there. I was like, all right.
I did my thing.
Yeah, you did. And man, so it makes it easy to be enthusiastic when everybody is dropping dope shit.
Yeah.
And to me, there ain't one weak part.
No, absolutely not.
People are loving it, man.
Yeah, they is. It's going crazy.
That's why, like, going back what he said, like when he got the call, like we're great at like we see a little window. It may be this small, and we're fucking fitting our whole motherfucking
breaking in.
Hey, yo. Take it easy. Take it easy.
That was crazy. I didn't want to say that. That was crazy.
It's 2 at a time.
Hey man, you gotta take every opportunity that gets shown to you and gets thrown your way. And like he said, sometimes artists say like, let's work, let's do something, but then it just gets put on the back burner. But when somebody like Be Real is gonna tell you like, yeah let's do something. Okay, I got something right now for you. Right now.
Oh, here it is.
Here's another one.
Yeah.
Look at this.
They don't waste time, and that's what I love, man. You know,
no, they're smart. They didn't even tell you guys that they're Galaxy fans.
Don't put that blanket on me.
And Clipper fans.
That's crazy.
Vic,
I'm out of here.
it's about to be smoking here, Vic. I thought we was cool.
Hell no, never that.
Wait, are you guys
You did that
real?
smooth, bro. You did that smooth.
Oh, okay. Is that
It was about to get serious. Wait, hold on.
Black and gold, come on.
Black and gold.
That's like a real rivalry, LAFC
Oh, yeah.
versus LA Galaxy.
Oh, man.
It's
About to
real.
kick it
You're
off.
like a huge
There's a truth.
fan.
When I came out as an LAFC fan, the Galaxy fans that are Cypress Hill fans went at me.
Oh man.
But that's when you
It's
ride for a
sports,
team, it's the slings and arrows. You play, you know, you're Neo in the Matrix. I'll tell you what though, you know, I was there the championship season. I was playing in the drum section with Eric Bobo. We were playing with the 3252s.
That's incredible.
There was no experience like that.
Yeah.
I must have been burning about 2,000 calories.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say you were burning something else. I was like, damn, they let you smoke that?
Yes, I was burning trees and calories.
Hey, Galaxy did hit us up though to do what LAFC does.
Yeah.
And then I sent it to the LAFC homies like, what's up? Y'all gonna step y'all game up or what?
Yeah.
Because y'all ops are trying to get the Yodis over there. But then we went to LAFC and tapped in.
There we go.
They treated him right.
It's funny because was it this week or last week?
Last week.
We opened that can of worms on air, and we had callers come in, and
They were mad.
it was
commenting
wild.
too after. They were just like, this is the real LA team. LAFC's not. And I was just like, I don't know. I love who loves me, and LAFC, they always show love to me. So, you know what I'm saying?
You know, I got love for all LA teams, you know, but they're in LA County.
The shade.
You know what I'm saying? We right here downtown, baby. That's
They
LA.
like the Anaheim Galaxy, shouldn't they?
Anaheim Galaxy is crazy.
We started it.
Well, that's the Angels.
Same shit.
Yeah, that was that was the first place I met you, B-Rod, at the LAFC game, and it was a funny moment that happened. It was like so random. I don't know if you remember, but there's an app called Be Real, right?
Yes.
Okay, so
Gotta get money for that. That's
right?
man.
It's weird, right? So I remember I was standing there and I'm like, oh my God, it's Be Real, right? Like in my head, right? And then there was somebody in the stands that was that said something like, they're like, oh, like I'm gonna do a Be Real. And that's when you take a photo of what's in front of you and like you're like a selfie at the same time.
Yeah.
So they said, "Oh, I'm gonna do a Be Real," and then Be Real turns around, and that person had no idea that he just accidentally called Be Real, and he was in front of him. Yeah.
I'm like a fucking genie, dog. That's my name. I'm there.
Be Real.
That was funny. He turned around like, who's going?
And I was like, "Oh my God, I witnessed this. I witnessed this happen."
great.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
Yeah. First time we met him too was there, huh?
Yeah, that's at the LAFC game.
Yeah.
Shout out to LAFC.
And the homie right here, Juice, was like,
Yeah.
hey, Ricky, take a picture of me with Be Real.
Yeah.
Like, Rick was all pissed.
I was like, damn, he should be taking a picture with me with Be Real. Why am I the cameraman? Damn it.
Younger brother. That's what it is.
Salute to Rich Orozco,
Yeah,
who
shout out Rich.
put us
LAFC
all
Rich.
together down there, man.
Casey.
Yeah.
Shout out Casey.
That's super fire. Well, shit, Be Real, we got to hear what's coming from you for the rest of the year. What upcoming projects do you have or what?
Well, I just dropped this album with Psycho Les of the Beat Nuts. It's called Real Psycho. That's been out there. We just filmed a video for this joint called Lyrical Hammers. that features Stephen Carpenter from the Deftones.
Oh, fire.
And, because he's a big hip hop head, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And any way that he could get on a hip hop song, he will contribute.
Yeah,
and we go way back. We're smoke machines, you know. We're the but you know, we just dropped that. We worked on that album for like maybe, I don't know, 4 years or something like that. But because of our schedules, you know, touring and whatnot, we weren't able to lock in, and we got a pocket of time where we were able to finish it, put Sun Doobie on it, and he killed his verse on his this joint called Put That Work In. And so that's done finally. We got that out, and the next one coming out the bag is the Serial Killers album with Exhibit, Demrick, and myself, produced by Scoop DeVille.
Oh shit! All-star lineup,
and yeah, you know, I can't wait for people to hear that, because Scoop did his thing on the music, and everybody got their bar work down. And then I got another album with Burner popping off. But the one I'm excited about is the one we was talking about just, you know, the other day of, you know, we're going to put this little project together, like an EP, and just slap people in the face with it, you know what I'm saying? And I'm looking forward to that. I don't want to talk too much about it yet, because I don't want to jinx it, but you know, it involves these guys right here.
That's so dope. That's so dope. That's gonna be some legendary shit right there.
And my bro Sick Jackin from Psycho Realm come on board. So salute to my man Joaquin, you know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. That's super dope. One thing I want to ask you before we get out of here is, you were like one of the first, like I said, Latinos in hip hop, one of the first, and you were able to be in just hip hop in general.
Right.
But after you, there was like a Chicano movement that kind of stayed insulated. It just kind of stayed in a bubble. And I see there's a lot of Latino rappers now, especially in LA. Like it's huge, you know, another bubble is kind of, you know, here. What would be your advice to them so they don't stay stuck in that bubble, I guess you would say?
Well, that was a lane created by Kid Frost, who preceded us. You know what I mean? Him and Mellow Man Ace were before us, and they sort of created that lane for Latinos to come out and do things. And Mellow, his thing was looked at more hip hop because it was polished and stuff like that. And Frost is what would become the Chicano rap template. Yeah. We didn't go neither of those directions. We wanted to be a hip hop group. We didn't want to be labeled this or that. Just we're doing hip hop. And that's what served us best, because it didn't put us in this Chicano rap lane or this other lane Mello was in, and it didn't box us in, because if you were in that lane for that time, a lot of those labels didn't know how to market these groups. They didn't know how to connect them outside of that demographic, outside of that audience, outside of that lane. And so you see a lot of those groups doing shows in the car show circuits, but you don't see them in other places. Some of them, yes. Like, you know, there's a handful of them that played that lane, but, you know, they played other things like that. But in terms of that Chicano rap lane thing, they just didn't figure out how to market them until recently. You know, and now you see that lane flourishing, and but you see cats that are Chicano doing traditional hip hop, like these bros right here. You know what I mean? And that's sort of the thing I saw in Psycho Realm. They were Chicano, but they weren't necessarily leaning on the Frost lane. They were doing, you know, traditional underground dirty ass hip hop. And you know, they were able to expand their base of fans outside of just this Chicano rap lane, you know what I mean? And that was big for Sick Jack and them to be an underground hip hop group, but be able to tour the world and get bags everywhere without having to do that. And for me, I think it was just easier to market, you know, because this here comes from a certain culture, and you have to understand that culture to get it, to want it. It's like one of those things where it's like, you may not like this particular brand of water, but for some reason you need it today. This is you know what, I'm going to try it today. And that's the only way you tap into that. Other than that, you may be avoided because you don't understand it. It's not something that you get down with. But they're finding ways to market it And a lot of these collaborations that you're seeing today helps with that and get some of these rappers that light, because there are some very dope rappers in the Chicano rap lane. They just don't get enough light because they're in that lane. Yeah. You know what I mean? Doesn't take away from what they do. It's just, it's like some musical genres have a hard time lifting off and getting off in spite of how old they might be, you know, because it's been around since Frost.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? But he was probably the most successful in it. I think Little Rob has been successful in it. Very successful. Yeah. A number of guys, you know what I mean? But in terms of like the global movement of it, it's a harder sell.
Do you think it also has a lot to do with like saying no a lot to certain things? Like you said, maybe car shows, it's like they want to book you, but maybe it's like, maybe I don't do that. Maybe because like you guys did like Lollapalooza early in your career, and that opens you up to just so many different types of people and fans.
But they had the music for that audience.
Yeah.
Your mic, son.
Yeah. Oh, they had the music for that type of audience. Yeah. Versus I think like the Chicano culture back then, it almost seemed like it was only for us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they were making music everyone could enjoy, and they added our lingo to it. Facts. So you heard it and you knew what it was, but it wasn't only for us. It was like you letting the outside world into the Chicano world instead of this is for Chicanos, by Chicanos, only for us.
Yeah.
Their shit was like, nah, we're Chicano, but we gonna slap you in the face with these.
You know, it's global because it is slightly bigger of a lane now than it used to be.
Oh, yeah.
So you would pretty much box yourself in if you were just doing that. And some artists are cool with just that.
No, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Sure. Yeah.
You know, as long as they're, you know, got a lane for themselves and they're getting the bag somewhere. But if you want to strive to be a global artist, you have to think about doing shit slightly different and making it for everyone. Like Conejo, for instance, you know, he started off in that lane, and now if you hear his music, it's opened up. He's doing more hip hop based shit as opposed to it just being
Chicano.
You know what I mean? And salute to him because he's killing it.
He's killing it.
And he's an actor.
He's killing it as an actor too. Shit. Well, thank you, Be Real. Thank you so much for coming through. This is a
Slang out now.
Slang out now. Slang. This is legendary. This is an honor to have you on here. Video. We actually hear your voice every day because you're on the Don't You Know I'm Local.
I was gonna bring that up.
Yeah.
So Letty's not here.
Show you for sure.
Yeah. Letty's not here, but she really wanted to be here.
Yes.
She's like a big fan of yours, and like each of us have a segment, right?
Yeah.
And so her segment's called Don't You Know I'm Local.
Yeah.
I don't know if we can play it.
Yeah.
You're the intro.
Yeah,
This is Be Real from Cypress Hill. Where are you from, Messe? Don't you know I'm local?
That's right. Letty's my sister. We've been down a long time.
That plays every day for the local news, man. Yeah. So
can you send her a quick message or something? I'm sure she'll appreciate it.
From Dr. Green Thumb with love to Letty. All day.
Be Real, Coyote, Osama. Thank you guys so much for pulling up. Brown Bag Mornings Power 106. We out.
That was dope.